Hi guys, Cliff Olson, Doctor of Audiology and founder of Applied Hearing Solutions in Phoenix, Arizona. And in this video, I'm sharing my top picks for best custom in-the-ear hearing aids in 2022. Coming up. Custom in-the-ear hearing aids don't typically get a lot of love from hearing care professionals and consumers alike. But this is a shame because there are some terrific custom hearing aids that are currently available that are in some cases even better than the more popular receiver-in-canal styles. For instance, if you've ever flung a behind-the-ear hearing aid off of your ear in a busy parking lot when taking off a face mask, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. Also, custom-built hearing aids are often easier to program precisely to your hearing loss prescription because they are perfectly molded to your ears with a vent size that meets the exact specifications for your hearing loss. Thanks to technological innovation, the impressions that are taken for custom in-the-ear hearing aids can now be done with digital laser scanners by your hearing care professional and 3D printed by a hearing aid manufacturer. So injecting silicone into your ear canals in many cases is no longer required. And many of these custom in-the-ear hearing aids are no longer these big ugly eyesores that your parents or grandparents used to wear. In fact, many of them now have the option of making them look more like a wireless earbud that is still powerful enough to treat up to a severe level of hearing loss. This is why I've dedicated an entire video sharing what I believe to be the best custom in-the-ear hearing aids as we enter 2022. But before I share my picks for these best hearing aids, if you could do me a huge favor and click the like button, it really helps out my channel because it gets these videos in front of a broader audience. And while you're at it, if you have not yet hit that subscribe button with notification bell, go ahead and do that as well because that ensures that you never miss one of my newly released videos, and I release several videos every single week. That being said, I really appreciate it. Now let's get on with it. Now there are 5 things that you need to be aware of before you consider any one of the custom in-the-ear hearing aids that I talk about in this video. And the first one is that this is the video dedicated to the best custom in-the-ear hearing aids in 2022. If you're looking for my video about the best receiver-in-canal hearing aids, the best invisible hearing aids, or the best power BTE hearing aids in 2022, you have to go check those videos out as well, and I will link each one of those videos down in the description. Second, it does not matter how awesome any one of the custom hearing aids are in this video unless you have a hearing care professional who fits and programs them using best practices. Now, if you do not know what best practices are, then I highly recommend that you also check out that video that I will link down in the description because it is impossible to receive the maximum amount of benefit from a hearing aid unless best practices are followed. Now, if you want to find one of the few hearing care professionals that actually follows best practices, then check out my website, Dr. Cliff AUD, to find a best practice Pro member near you. Third, I do not rank these hearing aids on purpose because what hearing aid might be best for someone else or even the vast majority of individuals with hearing loss does not mean that that would be the best hearing aid for you. All of the hearing aids I'm about to talk about are fantastic in their own way, but the one that's best for you really depends on your specific wants and needs. Fourth, every hearing aid that I talk about in this video also has its own detailed review, so if any one of them piques your interest, feel free to go watch those videos that I have on my YouTube channel as well. And fifth, just like all of the other hearing aid review videos on my channel, this video is not sponsored. It is just a very short list of what I believe to be the best custom in-the-ear hearing aids that are currently available. All that being said, the first hearing aid on my list of best custom hearing aids as we enter 2022 is the Starkey Evolv AI Rechargeable half-shell and full-shell custom hearing aids. The Evolv AI custom hearing aids are an upgrade from Starkey's extremely popular Livio Edge AI line of devices. Having a custom hearing aid that uses a rechargeable lithium battery is a game changer for individuals with poor finger dexterity and for individuals who do not like having to change batteries all the time. At the end of the day, you just have to place the gold contacts on the faceplate of the hearing aid onto the magnetic stand inside of the charger. It only takes about 3 hours of charging these hearing aids to give you a full 24 hours worth of use. Now, the gold charging contacts on the faceplate of the Starkey Evolv AI hearing aids do make these hearing aids a little bit more visible to others, and you also have to keep in mind that when you have contact charging, you have to make sure that you keep these contacts very clean, otherwise it can interfere with these hearing device is actually charging correctly. However, in spite of these two small issues, I do find the benefits to outweigh the negatives. These custom rechargeable half-shell and full-shell hearing aids are also wireless, which means that you can stream audio directly into both of your ears, whether it's an Android phone or whether it's an iPhone, and you also have access to two-way audio, so you no longer need to be holding your phone when you're on a phone call. You also get access to Edge mode, which uses artificial intelligence to optimize speech and noise processing when you're in a complex environment. Here's an audio sample of what Edge mode actually sounds like.
He's gone. He's going to take it. He's going to take it. He's going to take it. We're going to go. He's gone. Gone. No, not a flag. Come on, ref. Are you kidding me?
Now, if you ask me, I think Edge mode does a pretty impressive job of helping to separate speech from background noise, and it's very easy to activate if you have the premium 2400 model of this device, because all you have to do is double tap your ear. One of the other ways that you can activate Edge mode is with the Starkey Thrive app. Now, this app has a ton of different features inside of it, and I don't have time to get into them in this particular video. I do talk about them in other videos, but a few of the things that you can do are adjust the volume and programs of your hearing aids. You can use the Find My Hearing Aid feature. You can use the Hearing Care Anywhere feature that allows you to have a remote programming session with your hearing care professional. You can set up fall detection and alerts and a whole bunch of other things. Overall, the Starkey Evolv AI half-shell and full-shell rechargeable hearing aids are very impressive, and as of this recording, they are the newest custom in-the-ear hearing aids currently available on the market. Now, the second hearing aid to make the list of best custom hearing aids of 2022 is the Starkey Evolv AI wireless completely in canal hearing aid. Now, I know this list is getting a little top heavy for Starkey, but this hearing aid is so unique that it really did have to make the list, not to mention Starkey's just really good at making custom products. This version of the Evolv AI custom hearing aid is different from Starkey's half-shell and full-shell rechargeable versions in that it uses a disposable battery, and it also turned the removable string into an antenna to make this hearing aid wireless but also keep it really small. Now, I need to show you what this removable string actually looks like. You can see that this removable string is a little bit thicker and longer than a typical removable string. And when I put it inside of my ear, one of the things that you'll actually notice is that it kind of sticks out of the ear a little bit. Can you see it right there? And it's a little goofy looking, but if you manage to kind of tuck this up and inside your ear, or maybe take a little heat gun and try to remold it without ruining the Bluetooth effect, you might be able to get that antenna to stay better inside of your ear. Other than rechargeability, this hearing aid gives you all of the same great features that you get in the other Evolv AI wireless hearing aids, just in a hearing aid that's much smaller. So if you don't mind having to change disposable batteries and you're not worried about antennas sticking out of your ears, this hearing aid might even be a better option for you than the half-shell and full-shell versions of the Evolv AI. The third hearing aid on my list of best custom hearing aids in 2022 is the Signia Insio Charge&Go AX rechargeable in-the-ear hearing aid. The difference between this hearing aid and the Starkey Evolv AI rechargeable hearing aids is that the Insio AX does not use charging contacts, it uses inductive charging. By eliminating the charging contacts, it reduces the likelihood that dirt and debris will interfere with charging, and you do not have any visible charging contacts to draw attention to your hearing aids. The Insio Charge&Go AX is part of Signia's Augmented Experience line of hearing devices. Just like the receiver-in-canal version of this hearing aid, it has two onboard sound processors to separately process speech and background noise. By using this dual processing approach to separately process speech and background noise information, Signia claims that they can give you a better listening experience compared to older hearing aids. Internal research on the AX line of devices indicated that 85% of hearing aid users reported better speech understanding with AX hearing aids than their current hearing aids. with 25% better speech understanding in background noise. I discussed this dual processing strategy in greater detail in my review video of the Signia AX line of hearing devices, so if you're interested in learning more about that, go ahead and check that video out that I will also have linked in the description. The Insio Charge&Go AX line of hearing aids comes in completely in canal, half shell, and full shell models. Of course, they are also equipped with Bluetooth, so you can stream audio from an iPhone or an Android phone, and you also have access to the Signia app that lets you control different things like volume and programming adjustments, as well as getting access to your hearing care professional through live remote sessions. Overall, the Insio Charge&Go custom in-the-ear hearing aids are a fantastic addition to the Signia AX line of devices, and they are definitely the best custom hearing aids that Signia has ever made. And the fourth and final hearing aid to make the list for best custom hearing aids of 2022 is none other than the Phonak Virto Marvel. Now, the Virto Marvel has been around for a while now, and it got a lot of attention when it was first released because it was the first custom in-the-ear hearing aid to come in the color black. In fact, they actually called it the Virto Marvel Black when it was first released. This made this device look more like a wireless earbud than it did a hearing aid. Of course, basically every other hearing aid manufacturer followed suit, making their custom in-the-ear hearing aids black as well, and so this hearing aid had to do something other than just make itself a different color to be able to make this list. Fortunately, the Phonak Virto Marvel is still the best custom hearing aid when it comes to wireless connectivity. So if you have trouble talking on the phone or listening to YouTube videos, or you still have to use closed captions on your TV to be able to follow along, then Bluetooth connectivity can virtually eliminate all of these difficulties. The Phonak Virto Marvel custom hearing aid is the only hearing aid on this list that uses Bluetooth Classic, which means that you can connect these hearing aids up to virtually any Bluetooth device, so you can stream audio directly into both of your hearing aids. When you're talking on the phone, it is completely hands-free because the microphones on the hearing aids can pick up your voice and send it to the person on the other end of the line, while your hearing aids are streaming the audio from your phone. You just have to make sure that your phone is within 30 feet of you. Now, the connectivity benefits do not stop there because these are the only custom hearing aids that have onboard Rated receivers, so you can wirelessly connect to any one of the award-winning Phonak Rated devices. This means that it could also be the best custom hearing aid for you if you have a severe hearing loss, since a lot of individuals with severe hearing loss need to use other assistive listening devices, especially if you want to hear better in background noise. However, this hearing aid is not rechargeable, and even though you can get a completely in canal, half shell, or full shell hearing aid, the biggest battery that you can get is size 312. Now, I do not know this officially, but I suspect that at some point in 2022, Phonak is going to be releasing a new Virto Paradise custom in-the-ear hearing aid. So if you are not yet subscribed to my channel with notifications turned on, I highly recommend that you do that right now so you do not miss the announcement. Overall, while there were only a few hearing aids that made my list of best custom in-the-ear hearing aids of 2022, the ones that did make the list are really good options. So if you're getting tired of always having to wear a hearing aid that goes behind your ear, or you have a type of hearing loss that could gain more benefit from using a custom in-the-ear hearing aid, then there's a good chance that one of the hearing aids on this list is perfect for you. That's it for this video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. If you liked the video, please share it. And if you want to see other videos just like this one, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also, feel free to check out my website, drcliffaud.com.